if you had a pair of tits and you were just like, you were good to go, I think, to be honest, we probably like we would have been together for quite a while.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, even if I was still a guy though. Or are you just saying if I was a girl?
Yeah.
Come on, man, clear it up. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, if you were a girl.
Why do we, like, when we talk, we spend like 90% of our time talking, even outside of the podcast, don't we? Like, our enjoyment is going to get a coffee and just having a chat.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's like that's pretty much what we do all the time. It's just talk.
Yeah. And now we're trying to monetize that. Just talking.
Yeah.
But I do feel like our conversations are much more fluid when I speak a bit more quicker than this.
Yeah, well, because you never talk like that though, dude.
Huh?
Because we spend, like I said, I reckon 90% of our time spent together is just talking. Like, we don't really watch TV together, do we? We play COD together.
Dude, it's so trippy. But even then, that's not like, we don't spend time together and be like, oh man, we can't wait to jump on COD.
Yeah,
It really is. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about how, I can't remember. I was like, oh yeah, well, like, what do you guys go up to today? Like, if that asked that question, I was like, we just talked for like 24 hours basically. We haven't shut up basically since I got here.
But like,
is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think that's great.
It's probably a really good thing, but like, it's not as if we're trying to catch up, because when we're away, like even in lockdown, we would either play COD or we'd be on Discord or.
Although you say that, but we don't have that kind of friendship though, where like we update each other like every day about what's going on through text.
No.
We don't have that relationship.
I don't have that with anyone though.
Oh, what, not even your girlfriend?
Because I'm not like 13. No, but I know. I don't. Apart from obviously your girlfriend. Yeah, that's always the same question every day. Like, how's it going? What are you up to?
We're doing. That's what I mean. But me and you, we don't really do that.
No,
so I feel like although we do jump on COD or Discord or whatever, we definitely, when we meet up, we have a lot to talk about. And I think, to be honest, man, that's kind of the way it should be. Oh.
Yeah, but
that's the way it should be. Like back in the day, if we didn't obviously have like mobile phones and stuff, like whatever 30 years ago, that was kind of it. It was like, oh hey man, cool, see you next Friday. No contact. Oh man, what a week it's been.
Yeah,
can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
Also, where are you? You haven't texted me that you're running late and I'm very confused.
But even still, I still think we talk a great deal, and like today we've been talking non-stop. That's just normal for us. Surely it would dry up. We talk about the most, not even stupid stuff, it's just everything, and I feel like we revisit stuff all the time as well. Do. We talk about the same stuff all the time, but from different perspectives or like different takes on it. It's
kind of beautiful though. Like it's great. We genuinely, I don't think we never run out of things to say. No, it's constant.
Never.
Constant fucking conversation. And this isn't just like us bragging. Like this.
No, it's just like, an observation. Yeah.
I mean, I think if you had a pair of tits and you were just like, you were good to go, I think, to be honest, we would have been together for quite a while.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Well, even if I was still a guy though. Or are you just saying if I was a girl?
Yeah.
Come on, man, clear it up. What are you trying to say?
Of course, yeah. If you're a girl, obviously that the one that sounds like more straight.
It's okay. Are you trying to tell me something?
No, it's fine. Let's carry on.
To be honest though, like, do you think in terms of having that bro time with your best mates, but then also being like attracted to them, do you reckon that would just be simpler?
Yeah, we've talked about this before. I'm glad you brought it up. Dude, it would be. Imagine, you just get so much done, wouldn't you? Because if you just like, if you had a relationship like with, I guess like your partner is also meant to be your best friend, but in terms of just like the bros, but as a group of like 4 or 5 of you, and you all did find each other attractive, and that was easier. That was like, oh, cool, we're best friends. We get our gratification also from each other.
Yeah.
Let's smash out. That's good. Like, I just feel like you get so much done. Maybe you wouldn't. Maybe it'd be the opposite because you'd be having massive orgies all the time.
Yeah, true. But then I suppose you'd get all in one package.
Yeah.
Best mates. You can laugh. You can act like boys. But then also, like when it's time to do that thing that you want to do, then it's just easy.
Yeah.
Imagine there must be a group of guys out there that are like that. That are just just DTF with each other.
I see the appeal. I
I do.
Unfortunately, I'm not into that, and I don't think you are either, unless there's something you're not telling me. But like that definitely does seem to be.
I'll be honest. I kind of. Well, I don't wish, but like I wouldn't be mad if I was in that situation.
Born that way, and it was like, oh, cool.
I wouldn't be mad if we all had a mutual thing as a group of guys. Like, let's just do it. Like, if I actually wanted to do it, I wouldn't be like, oh, I need to hide this. I'd just be like, let's just do it.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Coming Out Pod.
Welcome back to What a Pleasure.
What a pleasure. Nice.
That's the spin-off, or that's the positive version of the other pod that we're going to be doing. Instead of What a Bother, positive. It's What a Pleasure. All the things that are great in life. All the amazing things in life. Yeah. What a pleasure.
Probably not quite as entertaining though. I love the blue sky and the birds chirping.
Dude, but you say that. That's a great... Do you know, like, waking up on an autumn morning when it's crispy outside but blue skies, there's a crisp in the air, birds are chirping, it's sunny, there's not a cloud in sight, you still have to wear a coat but it's not too cold. That's great.
That is the goat weather.
Yeah.
I know people, they're like, oh, summer, I can't wait for summertime. Honestly, 6, 7, or like let's say 5, 6 degrees but sunny outside, crisp, cold, but you wrap up boots, jeans, trench coat, jumper, maybe a scarf. I'm not a huge scarf guy, but anyway, that with a hat or something, dude. That's the best. Winter fashion way better than summer fashion.
It's so much. What
can you wear in the summer? Oh, shorts and a vest because it's fucking weird. It's global warming. It's 38 degrees.
Yeah, literally a t-shirt and shorts, which are kind of awkward. Or like shorts sometimes just don't work on certain guys. What is it with girls having so much more to wear than guys, especially in the summer?
Yeah,
like, girls have so much. If you go into any
summertime, when it comes to like girls, that's like great season, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You go into any high street store, like the girls section is 3/4 the guys section, and it's so unfair.
And the guys section in the summer is like fluorescent yellow t-shirts and fucking white fashion. Shorts. That's what's available.
That's so true.
Why is that? Oh, summer's the time for colour. But it's like blinding, like pink polo shirt. It's like, guys, chill out.
It's so true though. No,
something that I just saw on my phone, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking, we got Deliveroo, right? We got Deliveroo.
Okay.
So I paid $4.99 for delivery, right? Or like $3.99 for delivery, and there was a £1.50 service charge on top of that. So you're paying over £5 basically just to even have the luxury of ordering the food in the first place, right? And then it's like, I get that these are two separate things, but then it's like, oh, also, how was Sergio's delivery? Do you want to leave a tip? And bless him, honestly, dude, Sergio, listen to me. Like I, you know what? Like we do what we take to get by. You know, we all work hard, but money isn't always, free flowing. Listen, Sergio, I would love to be able to tip you, but I just paid £5.50 to even have the luxury of eating the food, like to even access the menu and get the food delivered to me. I had to do a £5.50 buy-in.
Yeah,
I'd love to tip you, dude, but like I'm already rinsed now. Yeah. Like that's me out. How about Deliveroo? Like if you wanted to look after your people a bit better, like bring down the delivery charge a little bit, and then I'll tip. Like I'm happy to, and I do. The thing is, I want to tip. I don't want to be stingy, but like that's the overhead already is huge from just even wanting to order.
Dude, that's such a good point. £5 already before as a, what is it, service charge and a what?
Delivery fee £4, service charge £1.52 also.
And on top of that, they have the audacity to say, "Hey, you fancy tipping Sergio? Hey, no, you stingy fucks. You should be the one that giving him half of that.
Pay him more.
Yeah, pay him half of the handling fee, the delivery fee. That should be fucking Sergio's, not out of our pockets. You fucking stingy fuck."
That makes me so mad. But the thing is, I know it's two separate things. I know that delivery charge goes to delivery, and like poor Sergio is not left with anything. It's like, do you want to give Sergio a tip? It's like, but
that's you.
That's so annoying.
They should handle.
So annoying. As I said, I'd love to, but like, I'm rinsed already from delivery.
And this isn't playing down what he does for a living, but you know, you only tip. Like tipping has come from serving in a restaurant where they're serving your food and making your experience, giving you an experience that's great. He's just driving you the food that you order. Like, what do I have to tip him for?
What would I mean, I definitely do believe in tipping, but like, what would a delivery driver like that have to do in order to deserve a tip? Like, if you're like lost or
so
if you're lost.
Okay, so if he comes and he's like, "Hey, look, I'm so sorry, but basically what had happened is they got a mix up at the office. They gave me the wrong food, but I went back free of charge. I
went back. So listen here, you wanker, you've got my order wrong for my customer."
What do you mean? Who am I, Sergio?
Yeah, you're the restaurant owner.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Here, sorry. I give you the.
Give it to me.
Wait, you're Sergio.
Yeah.
So confusing. No, but I think if they do like go above and beyond, where like an order, they mess up an order and he went back and he's free of charge. Sorry, I'd be like, you know what, that's really kind of you. Thanks, man.
But that's English style tipping. In America, the tipping, the wages are low, right? And then the tipping is built into the wages.
About this the other week.
You have to do this. Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In America, we took it from America. Yeah. Anyway,
but we pay the food in London is so expensive as it is. Like we paid like what, like maybe like £15
quid.
Basically for just a main course.
Yeah.
£5.50 on top of that to be able to even get that to be able to have the luxury to pay for that main course. And then it's like, oh, cool. Can you also tip Sergio because he needs the cash? It's like,
I want to be like, I wish there was you know how it says yes, it gives you options, yes or no. I want there to be oh, sorry, you want us to tip him? Do you want us to cover the tip? Yes, please, you fucking stingy
That says
fix.
all of that. Yeah, it's like,
oh, sorry, you want us to cover the
sorry, I didn't realise that you were underpaying people, then I need to pay them because you're already charging £5.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that one, please. Yeah.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, but we do have a lot to talk about.
We do, and we don't stop talking.
No.
If it wasn't for these timers that we've been trying to,
we have to put the timer on because we won't stop.
We actually won't stop.
And what we won't stop about? We won't stop about What a Bother, which is the name of this podcast. This is my friend.
Nice fucking segue, baby. I'm Nick.
I'm Tam. We like to talk about what bothers us, but we also like to talk about what bothers you guys at home. Did you want to go through some of these bad boys?
Well, we got some questions.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
We could go through one, and then you could talk about your issues. You know, the ones you mentioned before.
Yeah, dark issues. Yeah. Let's go for it.
Weird that you wanted to bring some of those up on the podcast, though. To be honest,
dude. Yeah. I'm an open book when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, you are. You can say that again.
Mm-hmm.
You should let anyone in, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we'll have the again. If you're wondering how to write in, there will be a email coming up on the screen, and it's also in the description of this video as well. And if you're listening, it is WABPOD. That is wabpod@gmail.com. And please write in, guys. You've been doing a great job so far, and it really keeps this ship running. And it's the fuel. So we've built the ship. We're captaining the ship, if that's a word. But the problem is the ship doesn't run without any fuel. So you guys have been really doing a good job providing those little nuggets of fuel, keeping us going. Just keep it up.
Yeah,
just keep it up.
And also, it's some people I don't think realize that we're on the audio listening apps as well.
You spoke to someone that's quite shocked, and they were like, "Wait, you're on Spotify?" Yeah, we are. wabpod is on Spotify, Apple iTunes, all the other ones that don't matter.
That no one listens
all
to.
the other ones that don't matter. We're on those ones too for you guys.
But like
for you quirky hipsters, I only use Podworks.
Oh my god! Like we said last week,
where you go to somewhere in East London and listen to podcasts on headphones made in 1979.
Do you reckon there's a restaurant or like a
idea.
coffee bar or a coffee shop where there's just like famous? Because podcasts, well, hold on, no. Podcasts haven't been around long enough to be like, have you listened to this famous podcast of, you know how like you have vinyls and stuff like that? Yeah. Imagine having a vinyl podcast.
Probably like Joe Rogan's the only one where it's just like,
it goes back to tapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe let's start a cafe where you go in and you get all your coffee, sit down with a pair of headphones there, and there's podcasts ready to listen to on the table.
That'd be quite cool.
Flick through the iPad, or you just get given one, you have to listen to it.
It's just strictly, a coffee shop where you can't talk, you just go in to listen and chill out. And if you just want to sit in silence, you can, but no talking.
Like a library, like you get told to shut up if you're talking.
That stuff,
and it's called pod bar,
Poffy. There you go, man.
Pod cafe.
Hey, I'll tell you what, something like that in London would just do so well. Yeah. Anything that's slightly different, I've copyrighted
it. If you're listening, you can't make it because I've said I've copyrighted it, and that's how that works.
Anything remotely quirky, just with coffee plus coffee works, man.
That's true.
You know what? I actually kind of would love to have like a coffee shop. I really like. I feel like
one.
Yeah, just own a coffee
shop.
What
would be your USP?
Or maybe something along those lines.
Coffee. I just wanted to serve great coffee.
Dude, great coffee, great service, and then there'd be like a weird little quirk where you can just like, I don't know, bounce on the trampoline as well. Little trampoline in the corner where you can just drink. Some shit like that. Little trolls, did you say? Trolls in the trampoline.
That?
You said like trolls.
No, I was just saying the normal thing that you said.
Just like trampolines. Maybe some maybe like an escape room in the back where the only way they can get their coffee is escaping the room. The only way you can get your coffee.
So stressful.
And loads of people don't make it out.
I'm fucking late for work, man.
You gotta do it.
No, why have I chosen this coffee shop to?
Oh man.
Oh, that's fun.
Anyway, yes,
we have fun here.
What's the next person said?
Yeah. Also, guys, please. I know we just talked about it, but feel free
to like and share,
and comment and subscribe, and
rate the show on Spotify and Apple.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Give us a review, and if you give us a review on Apple Podcasts, we will. Probably should have spoken about this earlier. We'll give you a shout out. No.
If they want it, we'll do it.
If they want it, we'll do it. Yeah.
Hey, we'll send you anything we'll send you something we'll send you some of this, like of the set design.
Every person, and we'll go on record, you can hold us to this. For every person that gives us an Apple Podcast review, we'll send one lock of Nick's hair to you.
What
if you leave your
constitutes
address.
To a lock?
Just like a snip of
why my hair? You've got more to give.
No, what they say about how to measure portions of spaghetti. You say make a little O, and then that much each time.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, when I went to when I was in Rome, right? Actually, coming up like about a year ago. I didn't realize they were a thing. Spaghetti measurers. Literally a board, like a rectangle, which had 3 holes in it. Bigger, medium, like large, medium, small, for how much spaghetti, the amount of spaghetti that fits through is how much is a portion.
No, but who's that for?
Like a standard one person, maybe 2 people.
No, but I mean, is that like a souvenir in a shop, or is that like
in a pasta shop? It was in a pasta shop.
But like the guys making the pasta for you use that.
No. It's for you to take at home, and so
I was going to say, because dude, if they were if the Italian chefs needed that. Get a grip, man. Like you should know by eye how much spaghetti
just so
to make.
Unauthentic. Yeah.
No, it's for people. I've cooked spaghetti. It's
for people like. I remember Reese always had trouble with measuring out the right portion amounts for rice and pasta.
Rice, I am.
I'm terrible with rice. I'm terrible with rice. I'm so good with pasta. You know why? Pour it into a mug, and the mug that's about a portion.
Well, that's rice as well, dude. No, how can you be bad at rice?
A mug full of rice, dude. For one person?
Well,
how much do you eat,
not for
dude?
one person.
That's what I'm talking about.
But then you half it. Also, this is a bit of advice. So actually, you know what? I'm not going to give away my rice cooking secrets because I cook fucking great rice, and I'm going to keep that to myself.
What you mean? Wash the rice 4 times before you cook it, dude. I watch TikTok too, man.
Fuck.
Come on, it's found out. Anyway,
so we've got a happy to use my first name, or make one of your fun ones up. I don't mind.
Okay, you know what? I'm really happy that this person's specified because normally we're like, do we? Don't?
I don't know. So the first name is Billy, but you could give a fun second name if you wanted to.
Who's the famous rock star? Billy Idol.
Yeah, Billy Idol.
What?
American Billy Idol.
White wedding. It's a nice day to
start
again. Yeah, great song.
Also, aren't just all weddings just generally white? Like, why is he specifying? Why is it not just like, it's a nice day for a wedding?
Well, there must be a difference, man. I don't know, because you're right. Yeah, it doesn't have the right ring to it, though. It's a
but
nice
also the way he sings
to...
it, it's almost like, it's a nice day for a black wedding. Like it's quite emo, kind of like everyone should be dressed in black, you know?
Dude, if you type in what a white wedding was, I'm sure it would be different to a standard wedding. Should we do it?
I feel like the way he sings it, it should be like everyone's wearing black because it's emo. Welcome to We Google Things, the podcast. Oh, it just comes up with the lyrics. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, who's he talking? Why does he want his little sister so much?
White wedding meaning a traditional church wedding at which the bride wears a formal white dress.
Yeah, every wedding.
What is that to do with the church?
No, that's every wedding, man. Anyway,
okay.
Billy Idol gives a description. Doesn't need a description now, although maybe that helps with your fun name. But female 32, Kent born and bred, reads incel forums for fun.
I love. That's what I'm talking about. That detail, how old they are, gender, where they're from, just
social security number, national insurance number,
because
bank details.
I wish you'd read that bit out
CVC
first.
code.
I wish you'd read that bit out first, but so that we could have. You know what I mean?
I messed up.
Yeah, you did. You did.
I messed up.
Am I annoyed about it? Yes. That was perfect. Okay,
yeah, so Kent born and bred. So I think this person is called Billy Bread. But also she reads incel forums for fun. So I thought that was quite quirky.
okay. Yeah.
Who's a famous incel?
Incel?
Yeah. No one.
I don't think anyone wants to be an incel.
There's probably a reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, don't be an incel.
Yeah.
You're not going to be famous.
No, I don't think that would be. And then you know what? No, anything. You can be famous for doing anything these days.
That's going to be the new thing. Like Kylie Jenner will come out. I'm an incel now. That'll be the new
thing. Do you
thing.
think?
Yeah.
All right. You heard it here first.
Kylie, you built an empire on basically selling your sex appeal.
Yeah,
I'm an incel now. Like, you can't go back.
You can't do that, darling. I don't think you realise what it is. Yeah.
Darling, so derogatory.
Listen, darling, you can't do that. What about? Why is that? It's like an older generation thing. Why can't? Well, we can do it. Some people our age do it.
Thing to do, isn't
but
it?
It's like even some people, it's just like sweet and like you go to a cafe. Oh, thanks, love.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. Thanks, darling. It's like they genuinely mean well when they say it.
You have to be the right person. Probably attractiveness does help. If you're attractive, I feel like that probably you get away with saying that. Dude, whereas if you're just like a greasy kind of skinny Cockney guy and you're like, thanks, darling. That's worse.
The demographic, man. That's what I'm talking about. They're the ones that go, cheers, darling. But they mean well, though. They're not trying to be arseholes.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's just what they've grown up with.
Just don't have to call girls darling or sweetheart. You don't have to. You can just call them normal things or just say thank you very much.
Cheers, love. English.
Come on, sweetheart,
Sweetheart, darling,
give us
love.
a couple sugars in that, sweetheart.
Cheers, darling.
Yeah, just don't do that. Let's move on.
We digress.
I digress.
We digress.
Full disclosure. Hi, Wab boys. Gave one of those things. That's my favourite, by the way. That one. I'm an uncultured swine who has never seen Lord of the Rings, so you can swing this email right into the junk if you so wish. Oh, it's okay. You don't have to be insecure about never seeing Lord of the Rings. I mean, you should feel insecure about it, but this is not what this podcast is about.
Yeah,
that's the after show. If you follow us on Patreon, the after show is where I rinse people who haven't watched Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you are talking to the guy that has dressed up as Frodo for the past 17 Halloweens in a row. You're maybe the biggest fan I've ever met, bro.
Really, we shouldn't bring that up, man.
Okay, sorry. I was joking.
My house gets egged every year. I'm the Frodo boy in the town, in where I'm from. I'm known as the Frodo boy.
Yeah, Mr. Frodo.
Mr. Frodo.
It was so annoying last year when you begged me to be Sam and you to be Frodo, dude. That was lame. But you know what? I was a good friend and I did it.
Best friend, man.
Yeah.
You really shared the load that year.
Yeah. Awful choice of words. Anyway. Yes.
If you choose to read on, then I would bother. But first, I have to express, wow, just amazingly nice words. I feel weird reading out the nice words on the podcast.
Just paraphrase it.
No, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
And I have to express my adoration for you both and this pod that you have birthed. I believe I'm your number one fan, and I'm prepared to fight for the title. Gloves off, masks on, over the nose, always.
Okay,
Tell him.
very smart.
Tell him.
Very
over
clever.
the nose. Yeah, very witty.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of poetic fans, I think.
Yeah.
My bother is quite long, and it's something that has happened a few times through my adult life, and it makes me so uncomfortable every time.
Okay.
It happened again a couple of weeks ago, so the feeling is minty fresh. My bother is cold callers at the front door of your home, specifically the ones who introduce themselves as having got into a bit of trouble in the past. I guess accident lawyers or whatever.
Yeah.
My immediate eternal reaction is, well, you're a fucking criminal, get off my drive, I don't want to buy your wares. My actual reaction is panic-stricken face. It's a panic-stricken face and a mouse squeak. Dude, this is going to relate to you so much because you're a complete pushover dork when it comes to this stuff. I'm always unprepared. I open the door wide-eyed and ready to welcome another Amazon purchase to the family, and then I see a clipboard and my heart drops out of my ass.
Yeah.
One time when I was significantly younger, I ended up buying £300 of saucepans and knives out of a man's car boot. But are you lunatic? Out of a man's car boot because I had the triple whammy of feeling sorry for him, being scared of him, and also naively believing his web of lies and thinking I was getting a great deal. Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. I thought this was the kind of thing that happened to people like 50 years ago.
Wow. I mean, that's next level. That's the first time I've heard something like that.
The most recent time was 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, so I was legit working from home, and I muttered the fact sheepishly and shut the door on him, but it was pissing it down. He didn't have a brolly, and the whole sad scene left me feeling guilty for days. If I wasn't actually working, I dread to think what financial ruin I would have got myself into. How do you two suggest dealing with cold callers turning up to your home? Do you give them a chance or turn them away?
Okay.
Like an absolute roller coaster of a question, this one.
Okay, for you, you being the person reading that out, you don't have a problem with fucking giving them fucking middle finger to anyone, do you? You're like, get off my property.
I think my favourite thing recently is leading them on. So like, you know, when you get either spam callers or people trying to sell you stuff, like my favourite thing is just to waste, if I'm not busy, like I say, if I'm chilling, waste as much time of theirs as possible, making them think that you're going to buy into whatever they're selling. So you're like, yeah, sure, yeah, I've been in an accident recently. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, well, it did happen then. And I just keep stringing them. They think, oh, we finally got one. We finally got one.
Yeah.
Leave it as long as possible, and then just like, oh no, you're just full of shit, aren't you? And then just
you could even just hang up without even saying anything. I know.
Because fuck them, dude.
I know.
Fuck those people.
On the phone, it's completely different, though. I have to say, in person, it's so awkward when they get you because. I didn't think that this happened anymore. I can't remember the last time anyone went to someone's door to sell something. Maybe it's just my area. It does happen. Well, first of all, in terms of advice, I mean, for me, I can't wait to have this. Like,
you're not the best person to give advice on this.
No, but I can't wait to actually have this device. But I would just say, if you don't already, or if you're not using it as much as you could, just maybe invest in like a Ring doorbell, which can survey your porch area so you know who's out there. Because I know that it's very easy because my parents have it, and the doorbell will go and you can just see who's there. And if there's a guy with a clipboard, then cool, you don't have to go and answer the door. Genuinely, I think
God, I love how we have such different like reactions about this kind of stuff.
But also
like you're the ones like, well, to avoid awkward confrontation, let's get a spy camera to see who's at the door. And I'm just like, fuck off.
Yeah, I know, but not only is it that's only one benefit. The rest of the thing that the Ring doorbell does is awesome. Like security wise, it's so good. It's just worth having. And the other day,
wabpod sponsored by
Ring.com. The other day, my at 3:00 in the morning, this guy rang the doorbell. Yeah, and no one woke up for some reason. Not even the dog Henry barked, right? But the dog
Creepy's
Henry,
ghost.
weird way to word it.
That's why it's
my
a
dog.
ghost.
Yeah, well, he arrived at the front door, rung the doorbell. We could see it, and then so anyway, the next morning we all watched it from the Ring cam that sends a feed to your phone. He goes up to the doorbell. He was clearly off his face on drugs. Rang the doorbell, like his eyes were super dilated. Turned around, like got his phone out. Just looked so gone, like he was just gone.
Terrifying.
And then no one answered, and he just walked off. Like he wasn't like an intimidating person or anything.
Wandering spirit.
But I'm just saying, in
That's terrifying.
in terms of security, it's just good to have. But no, that was down in
even weirder because you're quite secluded.
Yeah, I didn't understand it. Yeah, there's just so anyway.
Bizarre.
I would maybe recommend that if you're someone that really, because she obviously is someone that struggles with confrontation. She's not gonna. She bought 300 quid worth of pots and pans, man. So I would maybe say invest in one of those. You're gonna say
so
just
scam.
be upfront and tell them to go away, aren't you?
Yeah, but this is, I guess. But I'm still just amazed that people still come up to the doors. But I guess it's so different, isn't it? Because I hate that because you really coming into my own personal space. Like when you're out and about, and like charity workers and stuff will come and talk to you, and it's always that awkward. But at least then you're in a level playing ground where it's like it's no man's land. Where people come into your house, it's your safe space, and you shouldn't be made to feel like that. And it makes me angry that you were made to feel that way. Yeah. And I think that you are allowed to be a little bit. Basically, this is your home. This is where you live. You don't owe that person anything. You're as you said, you're even working from home. It's like you don't owe that person anything. I think you should try and take away some of the guilt in that sense, where it's like, no, this is my space. You're coming to interrupt my space, and my space and Facebook and Twitter. That's a terrible joke.
MySpace. I forgot about MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace was sick. Anyway, but okay, there's so many things about that. First of all, how good are saucepans and knives? Because I'd love to know.
Yeah, 300 quid's worth, yeah.
So there's a few things that you could do here. This one relates to also, this is a double whammy. This will help you when you're out and about. Basically, I'm not saying don't give to charity, but a lot of the basically found out, a lot of the ones the ones out in like London and stuff are basically scams. Like the amount of commission that basically the charity workers make is huge compared to how much actually goes to the charity. And it's like, cool. So in a weird way, it is working for charity, but you're also just kind of employing people to pay them, and then you make money. I don't know how it all works, but just do a little bit of research before you commit to any charity. You've fallen for some alluring eyes with some charity workers.
I tell you what, you want to finish what you're going to say?
Well, I was just going to say that, no, maybe you tell your story and then I'll say how to deal with it.
Okay, so I've actually had a really recent one. Okay, I've got plenty of these stories, right? Because I'm pretty bad at it, right? Once they hook me in, I feel really bad. I feel like an utter arsehole getting out of it, right? Because, right, one of the two times where I've like had this recently, so I was on my way to a shoot, and a homeless person, I was by an ATM. That's the point of no return, because you're buying an ATM. I
don't have any money. What do you mean? I can see your balance right there. You got loads of money.
Had my ATM. I had my iPhone in my hand. I had like a camera rig on my back. I'm just like, and some guy said, "Excuse me, mate. I don't suppose you got any cash on you?" And I went, and it's true. So
taking like £600 out of the ATM.
Sorry, mate. This is for a night out tomorrow. No, I was like, I never have cash on me. It's always my card. Like living in London, everything's contactless. And I said, sorry, I don't have any cash on me. What was it? There's an ATM there. And I was like, you fuck.
You very cheeky.
Very cheeky. But I was like, fuck. You know what? You need it right now. And sure. You know what? I took because it was an ATM that gave you £5 instead of 10. So got him £5. Super appreciative, right? On my way to the shoot, I get out of the tube. So I go to the tube. I can't remember where it was. Going up the stairs. On my way, just around the corner from the location, another homeless guy. Hey mate, don't suppose you got any money on you?
He's called his other homeless mates to be like, oh, he's a piggy bank. You know, he
oh, we've got
you
a piggy
shake
bank.
him and he comes loose.
We got a piggy bank on the loose. We got a weak one. The whole like community, the word spreads. The guy with the camera rig on his back, that's the guy. Anyway, oh excuse me, I don't have. So once again, I said to this new guy, I said, oh, I don't have any cash on me. And he went, there's an ATM around the corner. And he said, here's the thing, I need £10 to be able to stay in accommodation at this hostel that's just around the corner. It provides 3 nights with 3 meals or whatever. You can even come with me to show that that's what I'm paying for. And I was like, you
huge
know what?
bluff on his part if he's not actually using the money.
I know.
For that.
I was like, no, dude. I didn't necessarily not trust him. I don't know the guy. I was like,
benefit
sure.
of the doubt.
Gave him a tenner. Yeah. I shit you not. On my way back, it happened again, and I was. I'm gonna sound like the biggest piece of shit. I was like, you're fucking rinsing me, man. I have nothing left.
I've given 2 of you people money already. Like, so posh.
Yeah, literally, like, I've given you guys money already. So horrible. I've given you guys fucking money already. Anyway, and I was just like, it got to the point where at the end of the week, I was like, damn, like, I've had fucking loads of outgoings this week, man. But anyway, I guess it's for, that was for a good cause.
Well, sorry to get serious again for a second, but like, dude, I totally get it. And I'm glad that you did, because I feel like it's a very selfish thing that's been bred into a lot of people, where it's like, oh, it's like basically an excuse not to basically dig out any money. And it's like, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, you should give to the homeless because that's going to solve the crisis, but like sometimes you just have to give a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. And those people that are just like, oh, why would I give them money? They're going to spend it on drugs and alcohol. It's like, yeah, probably some of them are, but like not all of them are like that, right? And like sometimes you have to give the benefit of the doubt. And that £5, for example, that you've got, you can live without that. That's probably like, okay, cool, I'm just going to make coffee and toast from home this morning instead of getting it out, right? Really, it's not going to be too much to you. However, for that person, it could really make a difference. Might not make a difference, but I think it's better to take that risk, give that benefit of the doubt that it might help in return for, they might just blow it on whatever. Do you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if your mentality is like that, where it's just like, oh no, they're not going to spend on anything useful, it's just like nobody's going to get any help any time, but
dude,
or buy them food instead if they are genuinely hungry.
Well, that is something that I've seen people do, like buy meal deals for homeless people. I think that's a nice touch,
especially if they're specifically saying that they want food.
Yeah, they want
buy
food,
them food.
A bit of advice also: if you really can't say no, Billy, if you really struggle, you can't say no. You've bought Ring, you can't see who's on the screen. You go out, they sell you something.
Every other tactic
you can't say no.
Through.
As soon as you put your card details in, go to your emails and just cancel the subscription. Worst case, cancel that subscription.
That's such a...
It's a faff, but we're dealing with someone that's
no, because I think you're not sending the right message by doing that. You're sending the message that people want these things. We don't. We don't want people coming. It's 2020. Nobody should be turning up at your door unless it's an Amazon delivery driver.
It's just very difficult to say no. It's very difficult to say no in person.
I think what I do is this is a bit of advice, but when it comes to coming to your door, I think give them the time of day, like listen to what they're saying, and then just sort of like at some point just politely cut in and be like, oh, like that sounds great, just not for me. Like you kind of find a middle ground where it's like, I'll treat you like a human being. I'm not going to be an arsehole, but like don't come to my house. Don't come to my house. That's what we say. And in terms of the ones in the street, I don't know why I never thought this before, but like it happened. The reason why I thought of this now is because it happened to me before, where especially the ones in like Oxford Circus and stuff, where it's like I actually donated to someone it was to do with knife crime. Again, it's like those guys just make so much commission, and it's just like it's probably not that much of my money is going to this charity, if the charity even exists. But again, benefit of the doubt thing, where it's like, well, it's a fiver, whatever. Walk down the street 10 meters, definitely within range of the other guy. Oh, excuse me, sir. Can you talk to us about the same charity? Can you talk to us about knife crime? Dude, I literally just gave money to your mate over there. And that's when I was like, it switched in. So basically what you do is you just say, oh no, whatever it is, you just say, oh no, I've already donated to this. Like there's no comeback to that.
Dude.
there's no comeback to that,
You
and that's
hit-
how you win.
you've hit
That's
the
how you
net.
win. Being what's his name? Scrooge. That's how you win being at Scrooge.
Dude,
Yeah.
you've hit the nail on the head. And I tell you why. There was one time when these suckers got me for a paint. You know when you're walking in the paintball thing. Excuse me, can I stop you? Can I stop you for a second?
Those guys
They're
need to be
pieces
shot.
of shit,
Yeah.
man. They're pieces of shit. Excuse me, can I stop you for a second? You look like someone that would enjoy paintballing.
£10 a person, but when you turn up, you have to pay for the gear and the paint. Oh, you want paintballs as
Dude.
well? That's 50 quid.
Dude, it drives me mad.
It's like Ryanair, but for paintball.
It's so confusing, like what you're getting. Yeah. So basically, you got 10 tickets. When you get there, you get 100 bullets each. You get a meal each, and then what they're not telling you is 100 balls goes instantly.
No.
Oh my god, yeah. And then anyway. So they hooked me in. I remember I bought it for Charlie's Christmas present. I was like, you know what, Charlie loves paintballing. I'm gonna pay 50 quid, right, for him to go with 10 friends or 6 friends or whatever it was. And then I went in like a week later. Excuse me, mate. You look like you'd enjoy paintballing. I went, guess what, man? I've already fucking paid for it.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Done.
Can't say anything. Yeah. But I mean, paintballing is just another bother in itself. As you said, it's like 50 quid for you and 10 mates, but then you get like, oh, you have to pay for oxygen as well, and
yeah, you got to pay for the oxygen when you go underwater. When you're doing the underwater round, fucking hell, like it's just ridiculous.
There's so many add-on extras to that, and yeah, you're right. The paintballs, it's like cool. Yeah, it sounds like loads.
Yeah,
What,
it does.
100 free paintballs?
Yeah.
Good to go all day, and it's like
So-
little do you know, you need 3,000,
Yeah.
and they cost £10 a pop.
I tell you what, and I remember trying so hard to get away from this guy, and I honestly, he went, listen, mate, come here. Because I said, look, I was like, no, I'm good, man. He went, look, okay, all right, come here. He went, look, I'm pulling you aside because I don't want anyone else to hear this.
Classic.
He went, look, I'll even knock my commission off so you can get it dirt cheap.
Hey man, why would you do that?
I know. I was just like, and at that point, I saw into his soul, and I thought, man, he's fucking desperate. So I was like, oh man,
But desperate for what?
okay.
Because then he doesn't make any money. So like, why is he
Well,
so desperate?
I know,
to
but
give
I'm
it
just
to
like,
you?
oh, maybe it'll look good for his sale numbers and
but To be
stuff.
honest, that doesn't make sense. But also, just so funny, like when they do that, because it's like, oh, cool, man, but I don't believe you because what are you getting out of it? Then?
I know, and
Oh,
also,
not my-
dude, I know that trick.
Yeah,
I know what you're
number
doing.
one. That's when they do a day training in marketing sales school, and that's it. You've got to hit them with the secret deal. Listen, guys, this is what we call the secret deal,
Yeah.
and this is where you pull them in and you pretend like you're giving them a deal of a lifetime just because they like you.
Last resort is mentioning that you're going to knock your commission off.
Yeah.
At that point, they're like, wow, okay, well, I'm getting it sorted. By the way, when they do sell you those tickets, are you essentially paying for nothing? Because when you show up, you still got,
You're
like
paying
you say,
for the
you've
privilege
got
to
so
be
much
there.
to fucking pay for. It's like, what are you
It's
actually
like the
paying
delivery
for?
charges. You're paying for the privilege to be there,
be
basically,
there, yeah.
to turn up, to get the menu. That's what you're getting. Fucking hell. What a roller coaster. Thanks, Billy.
Yeah.
We appreciate that one.
Sorry for the
Great question.
Sorry for the up and down, just all over
Roller
the place.
coaster advice. But you know what?
That sparked a lot of
We're a mixed
conversation.
bag.
Yeah, we
and
are.
You got to sometimes you reach your hand in, you don't know what you're going to get.
Mm.
And that's the beauty of it.
You
That's
could
the
either
beauty of
get.
life.
You could either get. I mean, what's your complexion? What's my complexion? In chocolate and sweet terms.
Knock on the window. I'm caramel. I'm an eclair, and you are.
Yeah, that's a shout.
You're a Milky Bar kid.
I'm one of those not what are they squishies.
Milk bottles.
I'm this milk bottle. Yeah.
The
Super
grossest
white.
sweet.
Yeah.
Bless you and
Bless
bless
me,
you
baby.
guys. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. All right, man. You okay?
I was just going to cry, but the support's been incredible. 50 views per video is just something I never thought we'd achieve.
Yeah, man.
No, I was just...
Remember what we talked about?
I was super tired.
Up and up, yeah.
Up and up, baby.
Yeah, thanks so much. It's been wabpod again on the screen, wabpod@gmail.com. But also, again, sending us emails doesn't really do much for engagement. So if you have any bothers where you don't need to be anonymous, just whack it in the YouTube comments.
Yeah.
It's super appreciate. Or Instagram posts,
Yeah.
whatever it is
Yeah.
you feel like.
Anything that's bothering you, just chuck it in the comments, please.
And just remember when we're like super famous, like we'll remember who was there at the start. You
The
know,
OGs.
when we're cruising around in a 4x4 with KSI. Do you know what I mean, we're gonna remember the Billies. We're gonna remember we're gonna remember those ones. So basically, buy in when it's cheap. Buy in when it's cheap as well.
I was kind of hoping you'd pick to sell that dream to me a little bit better. I was kind of hoping you'd maybe pick someone more like
KSI is my role model.
Dude,
He's so funny.
You're older than him though.
He's so funny and great singer, and he's cool.
I kind of judging you for that, man.
Thanks. Also, Billy, go fucking watch Lord of the Rings. It's the greatest saga that has ever been blessed to us in the screen. So yeah, cool. Peace.
Thanks, guys. Peace.